I was diagnosed with ALS 2 weeks after we found out my wife was pregnant. The day my son was born was the happiest day of my life. I imagine all the things he'll do, but I'll never see any of it because I have ALS.
I know. Can you say hi? This is Jack. Say hi. Can you say hi to the camera? Hi. What's your name? What's your name? Cameron. What's your name? Jack. In 2012, Sean started to have some issues. He started to have some symptoms, as he called it, drop foot. And basically he went running and he sort of felt like his leg was dragging. During this time, he started to sort of self-diagnose online, which a lot of people still do today. And he was convinced that he had ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. So went to a neurologist, had different sort of tests. They couldn't find anything wrong from the tests. What the neurologist basically told us was that she feared that he did have ALS. Because with ALS, there's no tests to see if you have it. It's sort of a process of elimination. And when we heard that, we knew what that meant. We knew that there was no cure, there was no treatment for it. And we were still sort of in shock that Sean was diagnosed at 43 years old. And by this time we started telling some friends and family that we thought that ALS was the diagnosis. We went to Key West, I think it was maybe the last week in March. Came back on a Saturday, and Monday I took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant. And we hadn't planned it, and I was on the pill, and it was the scariest thing I've ever heard, that, oh my goodness, I am pregnant and my husband has this terminal disease. As my body changed, his body changed. I became bigger. It was hard for me to walk, and at the same time it was hard for Sean to walk as well. Getting out of a bed was interesting for me because you lose your sense of gravity, and the same things happened to Sean. Who would have thought that I was going to be pregnant and have a beautiful son, and my husband, and watch my husband die at the same time. Nobody should have to go through that. In between all of those things, Sean made sure that I was taken care of, and Jack. Lots of little things, you don't really think about. As a Marine, you're always prepared for the worst. And he knew that he knew even before the doctors diagnosed him that he had ALS, and he knew what that meant. He knew that it was a death sentence. And he planned his own funeral too, actually. He left this world the way he wanted to.
ALS destroys your ability to move, speak, and breathe. It's a terminal disease with no known cure. We desperately need more research so that ALS patients like me can live to see our kids grow up.